Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Cruising with the Clemons. This week we are in Bend, Oregon. Come along with us.
We did a thing. We have a Thousand Trails camping pass for the Southwest and the Northwest.
All right, so I mentioned that Mark and I are from Florida, and it's like the timeshare capital. We have both worked for timeshare companies at different capacities.
Yep.
And so I think our thought process on a Thousand Trails membership was it's essentially a timeshare.
Yeah, because you're getting a certain amount of time in a campground before you have to leave a campground, and then there's like fees and like annual
There's
fees.
your annual fee, yeah.
So it feels very timeshare-y.
Depending on what kind of membership you've got, they may or may not be easy to resell. So it's taken us 3.5 years to finally break down and purchase one. And so we started with a very basic, which is just a camping pass, which is only a year-long membership.
That made the most sense for us and felt the least timeshare-y of all the options, was just to get a year pass for a region that we were going to be in for the next year.
Now, I think people will tell you that, like, if you're a full-time RVer, there's no better way to do it than a membership through Thousand Trails. And I think that just depends on what kind of camping family you are. Are there tons of kids at these places? Absolutely. Is there going to be lots of families? Definitely. Are they in all the great locations? Not so much. Are all the campgrounds really great? Not so much.
But it is a really, really cheap way of staying in an RV in a location that you normally wouldn't be in. So
right, it definitely can save you some money. So this is our journey with Thousand Trails and our experience that we're sharing. It may not everybody may feel the same way. You may love it, you may hate it, but we're just trying to give you guys our honest opinion about our first impressions.
Yep. Our first campground that we've been in. And like people rush to get early to places to pick a spot, but we're here at like 3:30 in the afternoon, and this particular campground is not crowded. And literally we've gone past like 24 sites where we're like, how about this one? How about this one? So I would rather they just told me this is your spot, and then I'm stuck with whatever spot, because trying to pick is like too difficult.
Fair, in the summertime, this is a very popular campground. They call it a high volume one, but it's really nice right now because there's a bajillion spots open. It's just really hard because we're like, I don't know, what about this one? What about that one? We have decided on this particular spot because it is close to the bathroom, it's close to the playground, and we kind of had a open sky area, so the Starlink might be able to work. So yeah, it's not bad. It's lovely campground. The refrigerator things have been working very well. It's nice to get somewhere and the refrigerator not be spilling out.
Yeah.
Don't open the freezer yet.
I'm gonna open the freezer.
Oh, perfect. Yay.
All right, so this is our first Thousand Trails campground. Easy for me to say.
Right, and I think I mentioned at the beginning of it that we did a thing and we bought a camping pass. Now, camping passes are by regions, and so we bought a camping pass for the Southwest and the Northwest because that's where we're spending pretty much this year and part of next year. And there's a lot of campgrounds out here, so this was our first one that we got into. I had no problems booking. Now, that being said, it's April. It was the end of March when we came in. The campground is fairly empty and only partially open.
Yeah, but
Initial thoughts, though?
Our initial thought was it's unlike any other campground, Thousand Trails, because you pick your campsite when you come in. And because of that, we circled around several times. Like,
probably
we could not
4
make a
times.
decision on
Right.
where we wanted to park. But we found this lovely spot beautiful trees.
Yeah.
But there's an open space in the back where the Starlink is working beautifully. So we've got shade, we've got sun, and it's lovely. I love it.
It is. So I think this is not typical experience. I think when most people hit the Thousand Trails, different or probably more towards peak seasons. And I think you get the spot that you get that's open. And I think it's probably unusual that we came in and there was 100 and some sites probably open.
Yeah.
So with that being said though, it was challenging because we were like, where do we park?
Yeah, too many options.
But it's really nice. And this particular spot has like a lot of space in between us and the next camper.
Yeah, so we're like tons of room between us and the next camper. Plenty of room to park. It's just all around lovely. There's nobody behind us because of the way we're situated right here. So like the next camper is, I don't know, 80 feet away from us. Like it's fantastic. It's like camping out in the woods. It's almost like we're boondocking, but we have power and water here. So we don't have full hookups.
No, we don't have full hookups. We have electric and water. And this particular campground, they told us they've upgraded all of them to 50 amps, which is not necessarily the standard at all the Thousand Trails. So the other thing that I think is important to note about these campgrounds is, like KOAs, not all Thousand Trail campgrounds are created equally.
Yeah.
And while this was an excellent choice for our first one, while this one's lovely, you may have been to one that is not lovely. And so I think you take it with a grain of salt. For us, just staying here this week and where we're staying next week paid for the camping pass for both regions. So to us, that made it worth it. And we can use it well, I think, into at the end of February. While visiting the area, we checked out the neighboring town of Sunriver. It has lots of cute shops and restaurants, playgrounds. There's even like a camp store, a nature center, and oodles of bike paths. So I highly recommend it if you're in the area. The Last Blockbuster.
Where?
If you're like Mark and I, you grew up in the 80s and 90s when you went to Blockbuster on Friday night with your family to pick out movies to watch for the weekend. So we had to visit.
We were here 2 years ago and we forgot to come to the Blockbuster. But now we're back.
The Last Blockbuster here in Bend, Oregon. Let's check it out. To be fair, our kids could not understand why Mark and I were so excited to visit this particular place. But they did think it was pretty cool that there were games to play inside the store, so they were thoroughly entertained with that. They also had movie memorabilia and things like old VHS tapes, which my kids were like, what are those? So all in all, it was a fun little trip after dinner. It's not ping pong.
Ping pong.
What is it?
Ping pong. I can see Daddy get more than one. No, Mom. I'm the...
Yeah. That was a little bit of our childhood right there.
What did you win?
We're chewing gum,
Yeah.
which we should not be doing.
We did not get a movie for the night.
We did not, because I don't want to return it.
Yeah, I want to drive in town and return it.
It's almost like they went out of business because of that business model.
That's weird.
Yeah, gotta come check out Blockbuster,
Yeah,
man.
you totally have to visit if you're in Bend, Oregon. It's the last one on the planet. It is 9:30 at night. I came to the camp bathroom to take showers because we're not on full hookups. But more so, I came because it started snowing. It was literally 71 degrees yesterday, and now it's snowing, and there's not a lot of snow on the ground. So I thought I can go tonight and wear my flip-flops still. So here I am in the camp bathroom, which, by the way, pretty nice. It's been very well kept clean. I don't know what it's like in the summer at peak season, but it's been really nice. So yeah, you might see a crazy person walking around in the snow with flip-flops on at 9:30 at night, and that could be me, just going to go take my shower in peace and quiet.
How'd your shower go?
It was really warm and hot. They have heaters in the bathroom, but the snow started coming down more. So on the way back to the camper, it's coming down at an angle and I can feel it hitting my eyelashes. And it's like little balls right now.
Yeah.
Snow. But I walked there in no snow, essentially on the road. When I came back out, The road was covered. So anyway, RV life in the Pacific Northwest in the spring.
With 10 o'clock at night showers.
Well, I left at 9:30. Whatever, I feel glorious and better, so yeah. Vibes.
Up to 3 inches of snow this morning. So April in Oregon can still be very snowy. We're not even at a particularly high elevation here. But yeah, very, very snowy today. And there's a little bun under the car. Look.
We showed you in the beginning of the video, there's bunnies everywhere, and they are really friendly because people clearly must feed them. So they'll just come right up to you looking for a handout.
We're at the High Desert Museum in Bend, Oregon.
If you're in the area, I cannot recommend this museum more. There is a great mixture of outside activities, animals, along with inside exhibits, art, and hands-on displays as well. You're a turkey vulture? Yep. We really lucked out on this day. The river otters were super active and they're so adorable. So cute. So cute. He just do into the water. There's even a really cool outdoor play area. Right?
We've had quite the year of Bigfoot. We're now in Bend, Oregon, and there's a Bigfoot section to this High Desert Museum. So Bigfoot everywhere. We went from never seeing a Bigfoot museum to 3 of them in the last year.
Yeah.
I smell syrup from here. Yeah, I can smell that from back here.
Which one smells like Sasquatch? They even had a really nice cafe with some really yummy food. The burrowing owls was another favorite display of ours. Hey, little sweeties. We even got to watch them do a feeding for the owls, and it was really fun. Can you come back there? To go along with our theme for 2024, we're too early in the season to visit the Newberry National Volcanic Monument, as the visitor center was not open yet. Holy cannoli. That is one heck of a snowbank. Mount Bachelor actually has RV parking. You can choose the dry camp or you can pay for a site with electric. And I believe there is also a bathroom house that you can use as well. Woo! It's pretty awesome to just be able to walk right out your front door, right to the ski resort. After checking out Mount Bachelor Ski Resort, it was time to head to the snow play area to do some sledding. It's hard to tell from this video, but this snow play area was really steep. He's going like my...
What?
I'm totally not. Kennedy had such a good time. She's got a bruise on the side of her face from going down face first.
I always get hurt when I do fun stuff.
It was a fun way to end our trip here in Bend, Oregon. She's trying to outdo the little kids by going up really high. This area is not a cheap area to stay in, so for that it was well worth it. We would have spent that same money probably for a week.
Yeah, so for the annual pass fee for the Southwest and Northwest region,
It came to like, we got it when there was a special. It was like
70 or something. There's always specials, but literally staying in this campground for the week would have cost the exact same price. And now we get the rest of the year to stay in Thousand Trails for free. So I think it can be a really good way to save money. I don't think I would ever do the lifetime higher level pass.
No. This was great, and we are on to our next stop, which is
somewhere in Portland on the Columbia River.
Yeah, we're staying right on the Columbia River, so stay tuned and check out next week because we are right on the Columbia River. Like, ships pass behind us, we're up against the water.
Awesome.
I'm super excited. Thanks.